From Jon Rahm's insane wins this year to Jordan Spieth's gorgeous hits on the golf course, these are the top 2023 PGA Championship predictions made by golf pros. I wouldn't be good at my job if I didn't start with one man who's been having a phenomenal season, 28-year-old Spaniard Jon Rahm. From his domination at the 2023 Masters to his wins at the Genesis Invitational and Tournament of the Champions, Jon's been an absolute monster on the course this year. Insiders predict that he's set to turn this incredible year into a historic one, but only if he can pull off a win at the 2023 PGA Championship. Back in early April, fans were blown away by Jon's performance at the Augusta National Club for the Masters, and the current world number one breezed past his opponents on the scoreboard. His four-shot victory left LIV golfers Brooks Koepka and Phil Mickelson in the dust, and his stats by the end of the series were nothing short of crazy. Rahm completed nearly 80% of his scramble attempts and hit over 70% of the greens in regulation. The Spaniard's halfway to a career Grand Slam, and that's why he's been so hungry for a PGA win. And if his thrilling performance at the Mexican Open is anything to go by, then I'd say he's more than ready to take home the Wanamaker Trophy. While playing in Mexico, fans could clearly see Jon using his aggressive style with powerful swings and precise short game hits. Even though Jon finished second in Mexico, he gave Tony Finau a run for his money. And now the only question is, will he be able to keep up his form? And with players like world number 2, Scottie Scheffler joining the roster, it's going to be a tough fight. The 26-year-old's extremely confident, especially after his amazing Players Championship run. Scottie's the newest star in the world of professional golf, and he's running laps around seasoned vets. He finished his last series 5 strokes ahead of everyone, and runner-up Tyrrell Hatton struggled to match his results. If 2023's anything like his last 2 seasons, then golf fans know they're in for a treat. In 2021, Scottie played 22 events, made the cut in 16 of them, and not only that, but he recorded 3 top 10 finishes. His second-place finish at the American Express Golf Tournament in January of 2021 was one of the best displays of golf fans had ever seen, and the rest of his 6 top 25 finishes weren't too shabby either. The one thing that's remained constant in all of his events, though, is his clean ball-striking ability. Scottie's consistently one of the best players on the tour in terms of strokes gained from tee to green, which is a measuring tool used to determine a player's performance on all shots except for his putt. And that's not to say his soft putt game's bad either. Multiple golf pros have Scottie at the top of their prediction list, but they also admit that his lack of experience might be a handicap. After all, he's only topped the scoreboard once at the 2022 Masters, but insiders are still predicting that he'll finish in the top 3. For Scottie to do that, though, he'll have to get past Rory McIlroy first. Now, I understand why Rory might not look like a championship winner to the majority of golf fans. After all, it's been over 9 years since he won his last major title, but his latest performance at the Wells Fargo Championship has the industry buzzing with excitement. The 3-time Wells Fargo champion shot a 68 at Quail Hollow, and considering it was his first match since failing to make the cut in April at the Masters, it's safe to say he's made a fantastic comeback, that too on his 34th birthday. So you can see why insiders are predicting Rory will lead the PGA Championship this year. And if his performance is anything like the one he put in 2012 and 2014, then you know the rest of the field is in major trouble. Because on a good day, his powerful yet free-flowing golf swing is getting eagles left, right, and center. But it's his ability to rip high draws that really gives trouble to all his opponents. Rory is currently ranked world number 14, but he's also spent more than 100 weeks at the top of the official world golf ranking. He has far more experience than the majority of golfers on the course this year, which easily gives him an advantage. But the only issue is, will he be able to convert that advantage into an actual win? Considering his average start to the 2022 to 2023 season, it's going to be a difficult journey to the top, and golf pros predict Brooks Koepka joining the scene is only going to make the trip tougher. Before a storm stopped play at Augusta National, the 4-time major champion and LIV golf star was leading the Masters with an insane 5 under par 67. He made an incredible comeback after his first-round score, and was all set to give Jon Rahm trouble at the top. That is, of course, until Mother Nature got in his way. But the skies are predicted to be clear as the PGA Championship kicks off at Oak Hill, and multiple insiders predicted Brooks will lead all 4 rounds. Considering his performance at Live Golf Orlando, they might just be right about placing their bets on him. The American pro golfer won the individual portion of Live Golf Orlando at 15 under, 1 whole stroke clear of Sebastian Munoz. And the crowd couldn't stop talking about what went down at Orange County National. This was his 2nd win in his last 6 starts. And if he's able to pull off something like this at the PGA, then he'll turn into the organization's worst nightmare. I mean, it's not very often a player from a breakaway circuit comes in and swoops the win, that too at a major golf event. But for Brooks to do that, he needs to keep up the momentum he found at the Masters event. And the biggest key to doing that is by staying true to his aggressive style. The former champion has always been a good long hitter with his powerful swing. He just needs to remember to use it, especially when he's facing off against players like Xander Schauffele. Because when Xander is going to set foot on the golf course at the PGA, he's going to be there for one thing and one thing only: revenge. If you don't already know, then Schauffele put up a great show at the Wells Fargo Championship, but he just couldn't keep up with Wyndham Clark, all because he had accuracy issues in the last round with his driver. This meant Xander dropped to the 8th spot in the FedEx rankings while Clark shot up to 5th. So now he's going to be aiming for the top at Oak Hill, and golf pros predict he might just put up another performance as he did at the President's Cup in 2022, where he and Patrick Cantlay dominated in September. They set the bar high from the opening round, as the pair easily won over their rivals with 5 holes to spare. But it was Schauffele's performance specifically that made headlines all over. He hit the winning putt as the United States won the Cup and finished the event off in style. So now he just needs to channel that President Cup Xander and pull off a clean win on May 18th. And former golfer Max Homa has full faith in his abilities. The 6-time PGA winner joined the commentary team at Wells Fargo and was all praise for the 29-year-old. He complimented Schauffele's consistency and incredible putt skills. But even then, Xander winning the Cup is an unpopular prediction. Yet the next one will surprise you even more, because Jordan Spieth is on many golf pros lists as we get close to the 2023 championship. The current world number 17 finished 2nd in the 2015 PGA Championship and is only 1 win away from a career Grand Slam. Spieth has gotten so close to a win this year, but one mistake or another has ruined his chances, and he's had to settle for top 5 results. Not to mention, his accuracy has been giving him trouble too. There have been many tournaments where he's barely cracked the top 10. So with Jordan having trouble making putts, why exactly are insiders thinking about including him in their predictions? Well, rumor has it, they think his issues are more of a mental issue than a skill issue. And with him pulling out of the 2023 AT&T Byron Nelson event, they think it'll be a perfect time for Jordan to freshen up and come back with a game plan. After all, there was a time when he was dominating in the sport. I mean, you don't just win 13 times on the PGA Tour without being talented. The only issue is, will he be able to pull together another win as he did at the 2015 US Open and Masters? Now, Jordan did an amazing job at the 2023 RBC Heritage Golf event, and if he's able to do the same thing at PGA, then he'll have made one of the best comebacks in golf history. So there you have it. From Jordan Spieth's gorgeous hits on the golf course to Jon Rahm's insane wins this year, those were the top 2023 PGA Championship predictions by golf pros.